What's the worst thing someone did after you confided in them? I was 17 when I told my guidance counselor, Mrs. Pemberton, about my dad's drinking. Not just casual drinking, the kind where he'd pass out on the kitchen floor and I'd find him there before school, reeking of whiskey and vomit. The kind where I'd learned to walk quietly, speak softly, and disappear when his mood shifted from melancholy to violent without any warning. She had kind eyes and always asked how I was doing. When she noticed my grades slipping from A's to C's over 3 months, I finally broke down and told her everything. How I'd been hiding bruises under long sleeves during summer heat, how I'd started keeping emergency money taped under my desk drawer, how I was scared to go home most nights, sometimes sleeping in the school library until security made me leave at midnight. "You're so brave for telling me," she said, handing me tissues from the butterfly pattern box on her desk. "I want to help you. This stays between us, I promise." That's exactly what student confidentiality means. Those words felt like salvation. For 2 weeks, nothing happened. Dad kept drinking, kept screaming, kept shoving me into walls when dinner wasn't ready fast enough. But I felt lighter knowing someone finally knew the truth. Someone cared. Someone would help me figure out what to do next. Then my cousin Trevor called on a Tuesday night around 9. "Is it true your dad beats you?" he asked without preamble. "My mom heard it from Mrs. Pemberton at book club last night. She's telling everyone about your family's problems. Mom's organizing a prayer circle and a casserole train for Thursday night." The phone slipped from my trembling hands. My stomach dropped through the floor. The next day at school, I noticed the stares immediately. Whispered conversations that stopped abruptly when I walked by. Teachers looking at me with that particular kind of pity reserved for broken things. In chemistry class, Bethany leaned over and asked if I needed somewhere to sleep, her voice dripping with manufactured concern. "Everyone knows," she said gently, like she was delivering a terminal diagnosis. I felt naked, exposed, like my skin had been peeled away for public examination. I confronted Mrs. Pemberton after school, my hands shaking with rage and betrayal. "I shared your situation because I thought others could help," she explained, not meeting my eyes while shuffling papers on her desk. "Your family needs community support. Sometimes it takes a village to raise a child properly. You promised it would stay between us," I said, my voice barely a whisper. "Sometimes we have to break promises to protect children," she replied, still not looking at me. I genuinely thought I was doing the right thing, but she hadn't protected me. She'd turned my private hell into public entertainment for bored housewives. That night, Dad cornered me in the kitchen, drunk and furious. "The whole damn town's talking about us," he slurred, backing me against the refrigerator. "Thanks to your big mouth running to that nosy bitch at school." The beating that followed was the worst yet. He used his belt this time, leaving welts that lasted for weeks afterward. I realized then that some people collect trauma like trophies, displaying other people's pain to make themselves feel important. Mrs. Pemberton got to be the concerned hero in her book club, the woman who cared enough to break confidentiality for a troubled child. Never mind that her heroism nearly killed me. I moved in with my aunt across town the next week, changed schools mid-semester, never again trusted another adult with my secrets. Mrs. Pemberton still works there, probably collecting new stories to share at her book club meetings. Some people mistake gossip for caring.